welcome back to my channel. I'm very excited for today's video. I'm going to be doing a speed reviews on all of the products that came in the 2 advent calendars I unboxed. About a month ago, I did both the Revolve Beauty Advent Calendar as well as the Anthropologie Advent Calendar. So if you missed those unboxings and you want to check them out, I'll leave those videos linked down below. But I have been trying to test as many products that came in those calendars as quickly as possible so that I could come back and share my thoughts on the products that were inside. As I reflect back, I really do feel like there was so much value in the Revolve Beauty Advent Calendar, but I was less impressed with the Anthropologie. There were still some fun things in the Anthropologie calendar, but not really any full-size products. And I just feel like the Revolve Beauty one was so much better personally. But I have products from both. I don't necessarily remember which products came in which box, but I'm just going to be randomly grabbing out from the little bag that I have here of all of the products. So if you're interested in my reviews, stay tuned. First, if you have yet to subscribe to my channel and you like project painting content, palette themed content, or just chit-chatting about makeup, I'd love if you'd consider subscribing before moving on. And other than that, let's jump into the video. Okay, maybe I covered it up better than I thought. Ignore this part of my forehead. I dyed my hair last night and there's still some splatters here too. Ooh, and my skin is just not looking its best today. Let's start. I'm literally just gonna grab with whatever is on top. So we can start with the Color Wow Dream Coat Natural Spray. Admittedly, I am not the biggest hair care person. I definitely dabble here and there, but in terms of like a hair care routine, I mean, I really just like shampoo and condition my hair. Sometimes I'll throw in like a deep conditioning mask. I use a heat protectant. When I French braid my hair, like I'll put a gel in so that it holds the curl. I'm familiar with hairspray. But outside of that, like I don't have this like super in-depth hair care routine. So this to me, I was like, okay, like I'm excited to try this because I feel like this was a really popular product, but it is supposed to be an anti-frizz, anti-humidity treatment. And first of all, as I'm testing this, it hasn't necessarily started snowing yet here in Minnesota, but there's definitely not like heat and humidity outside. So I feel like not the perfect time for me to be testing that, but I also don't necessarily feel like I deal with a lot of like frizz from the weather. It's more that like I go to bed and I wake up and I have like frizz outside of my ponytail. So there's that. I like the mister on this. That is one thing I will say. You're supposed to use this on damp hair, but I will just mist a little bit. It kind of gives that salon sort of vibe. It has a nice spray to it. And the one thing I will say about this is when I have used this after my hair is dry, I do feel like this adds a little bit of a shine to the hair. Now, is this something that I'm going to go seek out when I finish this product? At this moment, probably not. But maybe if I get really into hair care, I'll change my mind on that. Excited to have still gotten to test this out and try it though. All right, next up I have the Elemis Pro Cleansing Balm. There are 2 of these. I got one in each of the calendars. And I really love the Elemis Cleansing Balm personally. If it wasn't so pricey, I feel like this would be my go-to cleansing balm. I love the Peach and Lily cleansing oil though. And sometimes it's easier to just pump an oil out rather than dig into a cleansing balm like this. But if you are someone who prefers an actual cleansing balm or one that is a little bit more thick, but really, really does take all of your makeup off, the Elemis product is so good. I also love their moisturizer, but I was really excited to get this in the box because this is something that I can take traveling with me. Obviously, I don't have to use it just traveling, but it's absolutely a favorite product. It's, again, so pricey, so to get it in the box, I was gonna say, to get it at no cost, but like obviously I paid for the box. It was nice to get this. One of the products that I did not get around to testing yet, but I will just shout it out, is the Oribe Imperial Blowout Transformative Styling Cream. I don't really use a styling cream and I just did not get around to using this. So apologies that I don't really have a review on that. Another hair care product from Briogeo, I have the Farewell Frizz Rosehip Argan Oil and Coconut Blend. Sorry, the Farewell Frizz is the name of the product. Again, not the best time for me to be testing out like a frizzy product. This is also something that you put in your hair after like damp towel dried hair. It smells nice. it's nice, but I don't necessarily know that it like anti-frizzes. Like I just don't need that. I just don't know that I personally need an anti-frizz product. So excited to try out a product that, you know, I probably wouldn't have gone out and purchased myself. I love the Briogeo brand, but do I think I would repurchase this? Personally, no. And I don't feel like I can give like a good review or opinion on this just because I'm not someone who really deals with frizz. So I can't really tell you whether or not this anti-frizzed. All right, let's do a couple more hair products. I have two kind of like wax styling, like waxy style products. So up first I have the Slick Stick Anti Flyaway Hair Wand. So this is interesting. It almost, well, it does look like a mascara. It doesn't almost look like a mascara. It is like a mascara wand, and to be honest with you, as a mascara wand, love this. Like I feel like this would be my perfect mascara wand. As a product, I am definitely someone who deals with a ton of flyaways and baby hairs. I have a lot of breakage. I have like throughout the years with me, my hair has been through a lot, and I continue to put it through a lot. I would say my biggest complaint with this is something that I wouldn't necessarily say I would use if I'm trying to do like the slick back bun style. This is something that like if I truly have just a few baby hairs or a few flyaways, I would use it for that just because it's smaller. It's not going to take up a lot of surface area, but it does help to kind of tame those baby hairs. My complaint with this and the next product that I'm going to talk about, and again, I don't do a lot to like style my hair other than like a half ponytail. So I'm not doing like a slick back bun, but if you use this product, at least if you have darker hair like me, the next day you have it almost looks like dandruff. It's like flaky wax flakes. So you can't, I learned this the hard way, you can't really like wake up the next morning, like you have to shower basically. Otherwise it looks like you have a very stark white flakes in your hair. So I just need to remember if I use this, like I must shower that night or day. You guys, admittedly, I don't shower every day. I don't. All right, then I have the Mermaid? Yeah, Mermaid Hair. Hold it right there. Your Hype Girl Wax Form Hair Styling Wax Stick. I don't love a slick back bun on me. That is just not my personal hairstyle. I don't think it flatters like my face. I just don't love it on me, or I haven't found a way that I love it on me yet. But I use this kind of just to help or to try the slick back, and then I've also used it to kind of, you know, tame all of the baby hairs and flyaways before. You can literally see like a piece of my hair stuck to this. This is very, very waxy. It's very, very heavy, and I'm not super familiar with this style of product, so I don't know if that's what every product like this is like, or if this is heavier, but I don't know that I absolutely love this. It does have a really nice scent to it, and it almost has like a masculine deodorant scent in like the best way. There was one day I have a lot of baby hairs underneath, like by my neck, like a lot, and they just look like crazy, and I do a ponytail all of the time, so I tried to use it to like slick back, almost like it literally almost looks like I have a rat tail because of my baby flyaways on the bottom and all the breakage. So I was trying to like slick that up, and it worked for a bit, but then like it would start to like come down, and it was almost like I had like a waxy rat tail. So it wasn't the most attractive look, but it smelled so good, and the scent like lasted. So that could be a good thing or a bad thing depending if you like the scent of this. And it's crazy because as I smell it right here, I don't get a heavy scent of that, but as I waxed it through my hair, I really did. This is just not something I think I would personally repurchase, because I don't think that this is like, that's just not how I personally style my hair. I don't think this is the product for me. I had actually recently purchased the Briogeo stick like this right before getting these products in that box, and I haven't even tried the Briogeo one yet, but I don't know that these like wax hair products are for me, at least not yet, not in my hairstyling journey yet. Well, we can talk about these two next. I got the Salt and Stone body wash in each of the boxes, but they were two separate scents, which was really nice. So I have the Black Rose and Oud, and then the Santal and Vetiver. vetiver. I remember unboxing these. I was like, oh, I'm excited to like have these and try them, but I imagine these are really expensive and it's not something like I don't want to spend a lot of money on just like a body wash. Boy, was I wrong. I've actually asked for this. The Black Rose and Oud, I asked for this for my sister for Christmas. She was looking for ideas around Sephora VIB time. She was like, is there anything at Sephora? And I was like, I'm not gonna lie, this is so good. It smells so good. Like if I was washing myself, I would only reserve it for special occasions. Like if I was like going to see someone, like someone more than just me deserves the smell of this. And I think for the full size, it's $36, and I can't be spending $36 just for like me, myself, to smell good for me, myself, and I. But like, and it has just that very sensual, like rose and oud scent. I love this so much, so much. And then I also like the Santal and vetiver, but just not as much as this one. I think they have one other scent. In fact, I think I have the scent in the body mist. I just cannot think of what it is right now, but it's like a very fresh, almost spa-like scent. I feel like that one would also be really good in the body wash. So I'm eating my words here. I'm eating my words, and I'm super happy that I got to try both of these in the box. I also think like the size of these is just really cute. I wouldn't necessarily travel with this. I mean, you could. I'm not saying you couldn't. If I was traveling with someone special, I would. But anyway, I definitely am eating my words with that one, and if I don't get this for Christmas, I would likely purchase it for myself at some point. All right, there's a lot of skincare to go through. Ooh, good thing I caught this before it leaked everywhere because the cap wasn't on. Here's a couple of skincare products. We have the Peter Thomas Roth Anti-Aging Cleansing Gel. I like this. It's a little, I don't want to say heavier, it's a lot, and I also feel like it could just be the packaging of this, like a lot comes out at a time. It is a really nice gel-like cleanser, but for me personally, I prefer the the Youth to the People like Kale cleanser. I will say I do feel like this is one that could work for morning or night. Like I feel like it did a nice job of like truly cleansing and taking off everything. It's just not something I'm excited about. Like it's just not a cleanser I would make a permanent piece in my collection, but a great cleanser to have as a mini, a great cleanser to have to travel with. So I'm not mad to have gotten that in the box, but I won't be seeking that out after I finish it. Then I also got the Holly Water, the Hyaluronic Pearl and Rose Essence from Agent Nature. I'd never heard of this brand before, and I'm not exactly sure. I think this came in the Revolve beauty box. I am not a huge fan of this. I don't know what it is about this. First of all, the way that it sprays out, I know this is gonna be a bit of a waste, but and hopefully you can see, it sprays out almost in like a water gun, like just straight aggressive stream. And so I spray it onto my hands and then like pat it into my face, which I actually think is probably how you're supposed to use it. But there's something about this I don't love. I almost feel like when I use this, it makes me break out. Now it is a hyaluronic essence, so maybe that's a bit of user error. Like maybe I'm not pairing it with something moisturizing for the hyaluronic acid to kind of hold on to. I don't really know. This is a pricier product. I believe this is a 1 ml size, 1 ounce, sorry, not 1 ml. And this retails for $40. Okay, if you guys can hear my microwave, my daughter's heating something up really quick and I am in a rush, so forgive me for the 2 minutes and 30 seconds you might hear the microwave. I don't know if I finished my thoughts on this. Would not purchase this in a full size personally, or wouldn't go out and seek this after finishing this. I don't feel like it's something that really adds a lot of value to me in my skincare collection. But perhaps if you like a hyaluronic acid, like it feels really nice. Like it feels like a luxurious product would feel, but I just don't feel like it works for my skin. I have 2 Barbara Sturm products that came in the boxes. Look at this teeny tiny thing. This was the Dur Hyaluronic Serum. It literally came, it either leaked or something. There was no product in this, so that's extremely disappointing. So I have no idea about this one, but if you don't know, Barbara Sturm is an extremely expensive brand. Like I believe they have products that retail for like $600. So then we have the face cream here, which I have used, and I will say this is a nice face cream. I'm pretty sure this retails somewhere between $300 and $600. this was a nice face cream, but it almost is like a bare bones face cream. It reminds me of the First Aid Beauty in that I just feel like it would work really well for sensitive skin. It's not quite as thick as the First Aid Beauty like hydrating facial cream. It is a little bit thinner, but still both feel very nice and hydrating, kind of just like bare bones, nothing super special, which I know is great. Like, there was no scent to this. It felt really nice and nourishing and hydrating, but I just don't know how I personally could never get myself to pay hundreds of dollars for a face cream. So I will not be seeking that out in the future. Another skincare product, I have the Caudalie Vinyl Perfect Eye Cream. I have been using this. It is fine. I definitely prefer like the Truth Bomb Eye Cream from Belief or the Biossance Eye Cream I really like. I also like the Yerba Mate Eye Cream from Good Molecules for a morning eye cream. There's one I love from Fresh. This one just personally isn't it for me, and this one is also one that if you get it in your eyes a little bit, it really stings. So I'm using it to use it up, but not a favorite. I'm not a huge fan of Caudalie products aside from their like detox mask. That's like the only product I really love from them. Okay, a product I did love, and I'm like, do I need to go out and buy these? Not right away, but maybe in the future. But I have said I don't love these in the past. I noticed such a big difference in my skin tone and texture when using this. My face seriously felt like all the scaly dead skin was off, and I was like, I need more of these. It's the Dr. Dennis Gross Universal Daily Peel Pads. I believe it came with 3, maybe 4 of them, so I was very excited that this was in the box. Once I get through some of my skincare, this is definitely something I would potentially seek out in the future as like a once a week sort of treatment for my face. I feel like this, I like how it works for me, and so I might just stick to this rather than trying to find like an exfoliating serum. But it would be like a once a week treat. So in the future I might purchase these. I'm very happy that those were in the box, and I could kind of remind myself that how much of a difference those do truly make. Another Peter Thomas Roth product that I received was the Firm Peeling Gel. So this is another exfoliator, and this is one of those kind of dry exfoliants that you use on your skin, and it just kind of like pills and balls up, and like I almost think of it as like a dead skin snowball, as disgusting as that sounds. This is fine. I used to really enjoy a product like this in the past, but for me personally now, I just can't be bothered with all of these skincare products, all these masks. Like the more curated and condensed skincare collection I can have that's still doing what I need for my skin, the better. So rather than having this in my collection, I'd rather just use those Dr. Dennis Gross pads once a week and, you know, pair that maybe with 1 or 2 other treatments. But this is just not something that turned into a favorite. I do still have some of this left, and I will use it up, but that I'm not gonna go out and buy. A product I will go out and buy, and I am in love with. I'm so happy that this was in the box, because this is not something I would have seeked out for myself, and I probably would pass by this and be like, yeah, I wouldn't use a body oil, but I loved this. I do still have a little bit left. It's the Kopari Golden Aura Body Oil. It smells like it has a light vanilla scent, and it just feels so nice and hydrating on the skin. I am so in love with this. I love the scent of this. It's not something super overpowering, but it does just have this light, delicious sort of scent to it, and I was just such a fan of it. It's currently sitting in my Ulta cart. I do intend to purchase this. I'm hoping maybe there'll be some sort of sale around Black Friday I can purchase it, but I'm so happy this was included, and this is something I will absolutely be buying. Few more skincare products from Goop Beauty. There's the Goop Glow Microderm Instant Glow Exfoliator. It's kind of like an exfoliating mask. I will say the granules, the like exfoliating granules in this they're really fine, but they are a bit harsh. And it's something that even after I wash this off my face, as I like rub in my moisturizer, I still feel like I have some of the granules on my face, which I don't personally love. So I will use this up. Just thinking through exfoliators, the Dr. Dennis Gross is where it's at for me, and that is what I will be seeking out to go buy. We can talk about the slip ponytails next. I have 1 in my hair right now. The little ornament came with 3. I have been a huge fan of the slip ponytails in the past. I feel like this was a really good thing to include in the box, because everyone can use a slip ponytail, right? Not everyone, but if you like ponytails, this is so good. And if you don't, I'm sure you know someone you can gift them to. So I was so excited to see these in the box because it's been a little bit since I've purchased them, and I also really like the colors. So I was happy to see those in the box. That's something I've repurchased in the past. So will I purchase them again in the future? Potentially. The Verb Ghost Hair Oil was in the box, and I actually just poured this into my full size Ghost Hair Oil. This is my favorite hair oil of all time, so absolutely something I will repurchase in the future. So excited to have a little travel size to add to my current bottle to kind of prolong when I have to repurchase that again. But such a good product, just smells so nice and really does just make my hair feel so much softer and so much more hydrated and healthy. I was excited this was in the box. Another product I emptied out already was the Way Find a Medium Treatment Mask. I have very thick hair, but I felt like this actually did a lot for being something that was considered to be fine to medium hair. And I do know that they make a thick hair mask as well. I will say I'm not instantly gonna run out and purchase this, but I do love the scent of Way hair care products. I do like to have a hydrating mask in my hair care routine from time to time when I'm feeling like I need a little bit of extra hydration. So this kind of made me think maybe in the future I would purchase the one for thicker hair. I actually did go put it on my loves list, and if you are someone who likes the scent of Way products or you have fine hair, I still don't think this would be too heavy, but I think this would do a lot for your hair in terms of just kind of hydrating it back to health. So I was happy to see this in the box, and I feel like this was a decent size as well. Again, I have very thick hair and I have longer hair, and I was still able to get, I want to say like 6 or 7 uses out of this, which usually I feel like I get like 2 to 3 uses out of a mask this size, but I was really impressed with this. Earlier I was talking about the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. This also came in the box, which I was really excited to see. I love the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. It is incredible, especially if you have sensitive skin, if you have really dry skin. It's kind of just a bare bones, simple, yet really does its job sort of moisturizer. I didn't open this one yet. I actually have a full size, but excited to add another one of these to the collection through that box. Another empty, I think the shampoo is still being used because I go through conditioner much faster than shampoo, but I had both the Olaplex number 4 and 5, the Bond Maintenance shampoo and conditioner. Not my favorite. I've actually gone through full size of the Olaplex shampoo and conditioner in the past. I like the blue bottle shampoo, the clarifying one, but in terms of the actual just shampoo and conditioner, I think there's much better on the market. You do not have to pay Olaplex prices, and I don't feel like they do enough to hydrate and clean my hair. So I think this is a good product to include because Olaplex is obviously a very popular brand, but for me, I won't purchase their shampoo and conditioner unless it's the clarifying. As I mentioned earlier, I also got a second LMS Pro Cleansing Balm. This one is even larger, so very happy to have that. Another product I emptied out was the Peter Thomas Roth Water Drenched Hyaluronic Cloud Rich Barrier Moisturizer. I didn't love this. I didn't love the texture of this. I just feel like there's other moisturizers I like so much more. I've been really into the Tula moisturizer lately, so this is not something I would personally repurchase. It was more of like a thin gel-like texture, but it didn't turn into a favorite for me. I haven't opened these because I have other sunscreens I'm currently trying to get through, but I did get a glow screen from Supergoop in each of the boxes. Never hurts to have a Supergoop glow screen. It's one of my favorite SPFs, especially for the face. It is a very glowy product, but excited to have 2 more travel sizes for next year. I know my daughter and I are planning a trip to Florida, so perfect to have these for that. And I feel like this was a great product to include in those advent calendars. There is also a nail polish, the 45-second Speedy Gloss Nails Ink. This is in the shade Call Me in Covent Garden, and it's this really beautiful, sparkly, kind of taupey gold yet silver. I actually use this on my toenails and I thought it was really beautiful. For me, sometimes when I'm really fair, I don't necessarily know that this shade would be the perfect color for me. However, if I did like a red and gold, like every other nail for the holidays, I feel like this would be so beautiful. I feel like this is very fitting for the holiday season. So I feel like this was a good addition to the box. I love Nails Inc as well, so love their polishes, and I'm excited to add another polish to the collection. I feel like this would also make a really beautiful color for like a naughty nail, so I'm not mad. I feel like this was a good one to have in the box. I also have the Sunday Riley CEO Vitamin C Brightening Serum. I've never been the biggest fan of Sunday Riley, and I've kind of fallen out of the habit of using a vitamin C serum, so I have started to use this again, and I will say, I don't think I'm gonna go out and repurchase this. I have so many other vitamin C's right now, and there's one from Tula that I absolutely love, but I'm excited that this kind of like sparked me to start using a vitamin C again, and I will eventually finish this up. I think there's less expensive vitamin C's on the market that are just as good, if not better, as this one. That's my personal opinion, but also, you know, I feel like Sunday Riley is a popular brand, so it makes sense, and it's exciting to see them include that brand in their advent calendar. I also have the Grande Lash MD Lash Enhancing Serum. I'll be honest, I am not the type of person who is gonna use a lash serum, and because this is like a deluxe size, like I feel like you get these in a lot of boxes, but for me, I'm not gonna go out and purchase a lash serum. It's exciting to get to try, but I also don't remember to use this consistently enough to see results. So for me, kind of a fail, but I feel like this is a standard thing to include in this kind of an advent calendar or kind of beauty box. Okay, I have my fragrances, which we can go to, and then we'll end with hair care. Almost forgot this. This was day 25 in the Revolve Beauty, and I was so excited about this. It's the Summer Fridays Heavenly 16 Oil All-in-One Face Oil. I have been loving this. It is very, very hydrating. It is a heavier oil. I do just use this at night, but I have been loving this so much, and I do feel like this has made a difference in my skin feeling just more hydrated and more healthy, and kind of just reinvigorating my love for skincare, kind of getting me excited to finish up the products that have just been lingering in my collection, and then truly curate a skincare routine of my own. And I think this is one that I will keep in there. It's not something I personally use every day because I feel like it's almost too much to use every day, but I have really, really been enjoying using this. All right, 3 fragrances. First up, we have the four fragrances. First up, I have the Juliet Has a Gun, not a perfume, which I was really excited was in the box because this is such a popular fragrance, and it was nice to get to test and try it. This is truly like a light skin scent, and it's not the most long lasting. I will say I personally prefer Clean Reserve Skin, but this is a really nice one, and if I were to have just little trial sizes or travel sizes of this, I feel like this would also make a really good mixing perfume. It's nothing too heavy. I feel like it would be a really good kind of day-to-day if you're at the office but you don't want to kind of overwhelm your coworkers. I'm really excited that I got to try this, and I am really close to being done with that. From Soli Notes, I have the Tonka perfume, and I like this, but this is definitely something a little bit heavier. If you don't like a tonka bean sort of scent, you are not gonna like this. I personally do, but it is a little bit sweeter than I typically go for, and I don't like to do more than like 2 squirts of this just because it is a little bit more of like a heavy in your face sort of scent, but really good size for this. As you can tell, I feel like I have a decent dent going for just having this for basically like a month, maybe 6 weeks at this point in time. And obviously I'm cycling through my other fragrances as well. So I liked to see the fragrances in the Anthropologie calendar. That's what kind of made the Anthropologie calendar for me. Because the rest of it was really just like deluxe size skincare things. Then from Toka, this is the, I don't know which scent. First of all, cutest bottle ever. I will say this is not something that I personally am going to go and seek out. It's a little bit more of like a heavier, more mature scent than I typically am going for. A little bit more floral, whereas I like something that literally smells like I was out rolling around in grass. I know I'm weird. That's what I like. But I still think this is such a cute little bottle, and I will use it from time to time. So I'm glad to have gotten that. And then the last fragrance was the Lychee Rose from Ness, which again, really, really cute bottle here. I've only used this maybe 4 or 5 times. I will say, this is not my typical sort of scent profile that I'm looking for. It's definitely a little bit more fruity, but I do like a fruity scent to kind of mix in from time to time. I think this is something that I will enjoy more in the spring, summertime, but it is an interesting and unique scent, very different from a lot of the other scents that I've personally smelled. And I'm excited to have this in my collection to kind of mix with other things. Okay, I totally missed this from OC or Ostay. I have their cleansing body polish. I was not a fan of this. Personally, I would not spend the money on this, and I would just buy the Tree Hut ones. So much value, so much better. All right, and then we will just end with the few makeup products that I got. There were a few products that I did set aside from the boxes for a future giveaway. So you're not necessarily seeing every single item in the box be reviewed, just noting that. But from Dibs Beauty, we got a duo. No! That literally just ripped out. I'm sure I can fix that, but that is disappointing. Anyway, this is a contour and blush duo, and the blush is a really pretty, it kind of reminds me of the Charlotte Tilbury Pinkgasm. It is definitely more of like a, not sparkly, sheeny, glowy blush. I think this is so beautiful. It blends really nicely onto the skin, and I feel like this is going to be like a go-to shade for me in the spring, summertime, especially because you can really sheer it out just to be like a pinched cheek glow. I think it's so pretty. Only thing I will say about this is not necessarily the most universally friendly product to include in an advent calendar, but I know you can go out and buy these. I believe this is available at Ulta. So if it's a formula that you've been considering, I think the formula on this is really nice. 2 lip products I personally would not seek out. I'm gonna give this to my daughter. Hopefully she likes this one. It's the Lavender Stardust lip gloss. This is like rollerball, and there's literally like chunks of like large shaped glitter in here. I don't like this at all. I don't like this at all, but I feel like my daughter will think this is really cool, so we're gonna pass that along. And then from Poppy and Pout, there's this thing. First of all, I hate the cardboard packaging. It literally feels like the push-up ice cream pops from Schwann's. Don't love the packaging, but I mean, I feel like the lip color is okay. It's kind of pretty. It's not something I personally would purchase again, but I will use it and I won't declutter it. My daughter's looking at me because we're looking to go to open gym and I need to hurry up. Okay.
You need to do my hair routine.
Should I just do
it? Takes like 15 minutes.
It won't take 15 minutes. 2 products left and then I'm done. 30 seconds. Okay, this Tartelette tubing mascara is so good. Will be purchasing again. Doesn't transfer and does so much for length and volume. I really enjoy this mascara. I'm really excited this was included in the box to give me the opportunity to try this. And then the final product is the Benefit Benetint, which I will say as a lip tint, I'm really excited about this. I've been really into lip tints, kind of dabbling in lip tints more to kind of get like a longer lasting tint to the lips. But on the cheeks, I did not love this. I only tried it twice on the cheeks, so I'll keep playing around. But as a lip tint, I'm really excited about this, and I feel like this was such a perfect addition to the box, such a cool addition. It's full size. It's such a popular product, so I thought it was cool to get to see this in the box, and I'm excited to keep using this in my collection. I won't be decluttering it. After that, that is my speed reviews, or those are my speed reviews on all of the products that I received in the Anthropologie Advent Calendar as well as the Revolve Beauty. I would love to know if you've tried any of these, if you got any Advent Calendar, any beauty Advent Calendars this year, and what your thoughts are, what your favorite or least favorite products were in the box. I'm getting this from my daughter right now. We're gonna wrap it up. You guys, thanks so much for sticking around to watch and for supporting me and my channel as you guys always do. I love you guys so much, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye.
Okay, bye.